I am so confused right now. What is this even? Like, I'm really confused. Let me see if we can't get some resolution on this, and then I'll show you what's going on. Okay, so we're gonna have to go in apparently because I just paid for a car wash and the brushes did not actually come down on the van. So let's see if we can't figure this out. They're sending me to the other one because that didn't work. Ooh, let's see if this works now. I hope it does because I just want to get it cleaned off before I make it to Quartzsite. That's my main goal, just to get the bird poop off of it because I haven't found a car wash until now. I guess this is as good a time as any to say hello, adventurers, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here and haven't seen my travels up to this point, I am traveling to Quartzsite, Arizona for the annual meetup there, and I'm really excited because I have never been before. Now, I left out of Texas, and because of the freezing conditions, a lot of car washes were closed. Makes sense, right? But I got peppered with bird poo somewhere along the way, and I really needed to get it off for my own well-being, just so I feel better. So I was looking for a car wash and finally in Lake Havasu found one. Little did I know this was gonna be an adventure. We just got a code though, so we're gonna go ahead and put it in and see if this car wash in fact does clean the front end, and then we're off to Quartzsite. I was over at this one a while ago, and this poor guy right here, even though they've kind of turned it off, I don't think understands that this one is not working correctly. So I'm just waiting on this car right now, and then we will get our shot to finish this bath for Dimples. I mean, you can see it didn't get any of the front end, none of it. The sides look okay, but it completely skipped the front end. Some days, van life is just like regular everyday life. I mean, when you go to a car wash with your regular car, things happen. Guess what? When you go to a car wash with a van, things also happen. I'm just kind of soaking in the fact that I can still go to car washes because a lot of times after you start mounting things on the top of your vehicle, you can't use those facilities because, well, it just won't work. So while I don't have a whole lot of stuff on top, this is still an option. If this weren't an option, I would have to go to one of these bays over here and physically hand scrub, which I'm not above. I just had a bad experience last time I tried, but here we go. Okay, we're driving until it makes a really loud noise at us. Here we go. And, oh, that would be the noise. So far, so good. But the front is the problem, not the sides. The sides worked last time. Ooh, these came in this time. That's a good sign, right? Right? Maybe. Is it gonna come down? Yes, we have success. Bird poop be gone. Bird poop be gone. You can already see that the bird poop is in fact gone. Yay! Thank you so much. And it looks like we have success. Can I drive now? Can I drive? I'm confused. Can I drive? Like, I think I can drive. Oh, I always hate driving out until it's like go, but it just keeps flashing this little rain shield thing. Okay, that was good. That was good. I think that we're finished. We have success, and let's get out and look at Dimples now. Oh my goodness. Why can't things just be normal with me? Why, I ask. It is not perfect, but it is way better than it was. So, yeah, I'll take it. Forgot to take my signs off, so let's go check. Do we still have both of them? Yes, okay, we are winning. Let's hit the road. Should I have taken the signs off? Absolutely. Did I forget? Oh, of course I did. So now, what is behind the signs will still be dirty. Good times, but that's enough of that. We are going to head from Lake Havasu to Quartzsite. I already stocked up with the supplies that I need. I do encourage you guys, if you are ever coming out to Quartzsite, to stock up in advance because some of the things will not be there and other things may have a slight big markup on them. It's just kind of how it is. There's a lot of people there. The demand is very high. And so finding things is a little bit harder than it should be from what I've been told. So we're on our way. Some of our friends are already there. So let's go. Okay, it occurred to me while I was driving, I made it to Parker, and this is like the place that everybody tells you if you need something to stop off before you go to Quartzsite. I forgot to get one thing, so I'm at Walmart, and let's see if we can find it. Okay, we got a few things, and I didn't go in with a list, so I ended up with way more than I actually needed. Go figure. I always say, take a list. The one time I didn't, but that's okay. I have some things that I needed, and just got dropped the location of where one of our friends is, so we're gonna be going there next. Something I will say is whenever we get there, I thoroughly need to go through Dimples and move things around. I hit a couple of crazy bumps whenever I was going, and I had a bunch of loose items that were just laying on my bed because I didn't want to put them away. I should have. Always do your routine, and I didn't take my own advice. Oh well, that's fine. We'll clean the van. No big deal. I think before we get going though, I'm gonna go ahead and eat something. I'm starving, so I just picked up a little salad inside. These things are not the best, but they're not the worst either, so yay! Today we're eating a box salad. And I'm gonna do it right from this Walmart parking lot, because that's what we do when we're on the move. But more so, I'm gonna do it here because then I can throw away my trash, so I don't have extra trash going with me, which is awesome. This is pretty much a one-stop shop here. Everything just kind of lifts out and then dumps in here, and then you mix it. Ooh-doo-doo-doo-doo. There we go. And then for this next step, I'm gonna need both hands. So, sorry guys, it's just dressing. Now I will say this, as I'm kind of putting all this dressing in here, it is much warmer here than it has been the last couple of days while I've been traveling, so I'm kind of happy about that. So I think what I'm going to do whenever I get to camp is actually take all of my bedding that I had kind of bundled up, and I'm going to fold some of my top blankets. Normally I have them folded. It's normally how it is, and I think that's part of what's making me feel unsettled is the fact that it looks like it's not done. But the last few nights it has been super cold, so I've just kind of been leaving them on the bed so that I can stay a bit warmer and not have to take them on and off, because it's just been really cold. In fact, one night it was 9 degrees, one night it was 19 degrees, so it's just really no point in putting away my warm, cozy blankets. So I think I'm gonna fold them and give myself that clean feeling within my space again, and that will just make me feel so much better after I clean up the things that got tossed and then fold those blankets. I don't like to keep my space looking cluttered. It makes me nuts. So I'll show you what I'm talking about whenever I get there. I basically already knew this was gonna happen, so I just threw all my purchases in. It's not good, guys. It's not good. Something that is gonna be good though is this. I need this right now. I haven't eaten anything today. I didn't have coffee or anything, so yeah, it's just been a crazy day. Not bad. I went ahead and decided to stop and get some gas also, because that's just helpful before we go off. And gas in Parker here was about $3.49. Now why am I showing you all these steps? You're probably asking that. Well, I wanted to show you what exactly it's taking me to personally get to Quartzsite for my first trip ever. There's a lot of stops along the way, a lot of things that I'm having to do, and stuff that's getting ready for being in a place that I've never been before, that I've been told kind of in advance to come prepared. So is it going to be completely necessary? I don't know, but I do want to make sure that I take you guys along for the ride, even if it's a really kind of noisy one. So now we're hitting the road, and we're about 40 minutes away from where we're supposed to meet Dawn. Well guys, we have officially made it to Quartzsite, and we are driving through. I'm gonna have to turn in just a couple minutes though, because Dawn has already found our spot and she sent me the GPS on that. But yeah, so this is Quartzsite. This is our first glance. And as I came into town, I saw the little Quartzsite camels. That was kind of neat. Maybe we'll go back out there on another adventure to go check them out. But yeah, here we go. I have no idea how in all the time that I've been traveling, I have never made it to Quartzsite, Arizona. I've heard so many things about how many people call this area home during the winter months, and I can already see it. There's like RV park after RV park. Everywhere there's RVs. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting experience to say the least. I'm probably going to break up our experiences here into several different videos so you guys can kind of get a full picture of what we're doing while we're in the area. And then also I'm going to go on some little excursions, I think, to show you some of the cool things that you can do if you decide that you want to come out here. So yeah, I think that that's kind of cool. But back to the road we go. So that gas station right there, $3.69. So already 20 cents higher on the gas. And I was kind of told that in advance, so that's why I went ahead and got some gas. So yeah, definitely get gas before you come to Quartzsite if you can. Wow, 20 cents extra just for being like a little bit up the road. That's insane. Over there, that is what they call the big tent, and they have a lot of different things going on over there. I was told that there is a huge gym show that's held here, but they also do a lot of other kinds of things. So we're gonna have to go check that out before long. You can already see though that they do have a massive amount of firewood right next to the big tent area. So that is something we're gonna put in our little brains. Yeah, because I forgot firewood. But this place right here also has firewood. That is a lot of firewood. Okay, so they have that on lock, it looks like. What else is over here? There's an RV supply place. They have some food trucks. Okay, this is kind of cool. Now, from what I've been told, you can literally find anything that you could ever think of in that big tent back there. So I'm really interested in seeing just exactly what they mean by that. Yeah, I don't know. As we're kind of going by here, these are all RV parks again. There's so many RVs in this place. It is a tiny little place, like tiny. And there are probably more RVs here than I have ever seen anywhere. And this is just the beginning, so, oh wow. Now what makes Quartzsite such an interesting place is the fact that it is surrounded by BLM land. So all of this area out here you see, all is free camping. Oh, oh,
right, then turn right.
Oh, the road is bad, the road is bad. Okay, so now we're looking. It says here, according to our
in a quarter
map,
mile, turn right.
That we are a quarter of a mile from Dawn and her box truck. It's pretty open out here, so you would think I'd be able to see it, but there are so many people that it makes you have to just kind of keep your eyes moving. Let me show you what I'm looking at, guys. So according to this, Dawn is straight ahead in about 0.3 miles. And you can see there's lots of little individual campers, vans, pop-ups. You can see people who have big rigs, small rigs. It's a little bit of everything out here. But no Dawn in sight just yet. Where are you? There's a bus that's really cool over here. Look at that. Can you see it? Can you see it? There it is. There it is. Look at that. Isn't that cool? We like that. And I see a box truck. I think that might be Dawn. Of course, we're not that close yet. We still have a ways to go, but yeah, I think that's her. Yeah, that's her, I believe. So excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I know I say that a lot, but I'm so excited. Success. We made it. We made it. And look, it's done. Yes. Dropping a pin works, guys. If you're ever traveling with friends, drop pins. Otherwise, I'd probably still be roaming around like squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. What? But I'm gonna go over here and say hi to Dawn. I'll get back with you guys in just a minute after we figure out what's going on. Okay, so I caught up with Dawn. She's working on a project right now, so it's time for me to tackle my project. I'm not exactly sure how this whole shebang is gonna work just yet. I do know though that for me to feel comfortable in my space, I need to organize my space, and there's a lot of work to be done. Let me show you. This is probably the one and only time that my van will ever look like this. I have new groceries. I have my camera equipment all laid out. I have my PJs that didn't get put away after I stopped off at the gym. And then I have some more groceries up top. And everything just kind of got shoved backwards whenever I was driving. So it looks, oh, I hate this. Oh my gosh, I hate this. But this is reality today. And so instead of getting upset, I'm gonna get clean. Okay, I've spent the greater portion of close to an hour, I think, working on this, and I have it much better. It's not completely done yet, but it is much, much better. It was just a lot. And I did move some things around from their original placement just because they were making me nuts. I've had a couple projects that I haven't gotten finished, and I have one thing that broke that I am just kind of hauling around till I get back to base camp. I mean, that's the nature of the road. You either chunk it whenever it breaks, or you take it to some place that you can fix it. And with this particular item, I can't fix it until I get back to base camp. So it is what it is, but let me kind of show you the progress so far. The back is looking much better, and I have my table out because I'm about to cook. I'm hungry. I went ahead and I've been testing out this Blue Eddy EB55, and I like it because whenever I'm editing at night, you all know I like to put my back up against the door right here, and whenever I do, this will give me an easy place to plug in for my laptop. So that's cool so far, but I'll be telling you more about that on a full review later on. So far, I like the things that I'm able to do because of these. However, it makes the back end look a little bulky. So I'm not sure how much I love this. Now, normally all the things that are in this are under the bed, and I have a nice free pathway here, and I do like that. But if I'm going to carry some of the things to Alaska and I don't add a roof box, I need this space for those. So like behind this, I have several items that aren't necessarily something I would always carry, but for this trip, because I'm trying it out just in case I go to Alaska, they're there. So there's no room for all of these things, which is fine. You guys know me, I like to try lots of different things out to see what works best, and you know, why not? So I'm trying this out. We'll see how I like it. If this does not work, rather than scrapping the idea of this cabinet, I might try a roof box on top to see if that kind of makes it where it works out better, or I might do a roof box and then put all of these things back to their original spot. I don't know yet. I do like the toilet placement though, as a result of moving the kitchen items out from under the bed. Now, not completely finished again, and I am gonna be doing some work, so I have my table out, but before, my toilet was in this section under the bed because I don't use it very often because a lot of places I go do have facilities. However, I needed to be able to have it because if you'll notice, way out here in the wide open nothingness, there is no facility. There's no porta potty, there's no vault toilet, nothing. You have to be able to have your own services. So I wanted to be able to put my toilet in a more accessible position. Now, with that said, I'm still gonna be going in and out of town, so we're gonna try not to use that toilet unless we have to, but it's more accessible now, so we can. But yeah, it's like right here now. So all I have to do is just pull it out if it needs to be used, which is so much more convenient. And I have to say, I'm really liking that placement right now. Now in front seat news, that's a different story. So one of the things that I did by moving those things around is I changed the position of where I'm keeping my shower bag, and my shower bag now fits kind of between the seats and under. So I still have to put that away. My laundry, whenever I'm at my campsite, I always put in my front seat just so I can have more space in the back. And I usually keep it like right there, or I dump it like right down here so that it also blocks any additional light from coming from the back. My jacket, I'm probably going to use in just a few minutes, so kept it out. Otherwise, I would fold it and put it away. And then I just picked up these snacks because I didn't know what was going to be available here, so I'd rather have additional snacks rather than not having food. So, you know, I'm an overachiever when it comes to prepping. I think if you watched my video about how I break down my dry food stuff, you already know that. In fact, I have one last thing I have to break down. I have a Triscuits box in here that I'm gonna put everything into a Ziploc and make it much smaller. So that's the last thing that I really need to do before I cook. And then I'm just gonna kind of straighten up the front. But all in all, I am much more at ease now. I'm going to have some trash I have to take out tomorrow though, because of all that was going on. Every time I do a deep clean like this, I end up with a whole bag of trash. Okay, I did a couple more things and now it's time to cook some food. I'm really hungry, but I decided that today we weren't gonna make it complicated. We're just gonna be super simple. And I bought one of these flatbread buffalo chicken pizzas. I love these things, they're delicious. And you might be thinking, how are you gonna cook that? It's really big. I'm gonna show you. First, we need our little stove. We're gonna put it right here, but gotta put up our windscreen also. And this works best if we close that door. So here we go. Good. Now back to cooking we go. Okay, so now it's time for the windscreen. And this little pesky thing sometimes gets stuck, but it is the best thing I probably picked up for camping cooking. So just fold it out and we wrap it around like so. Okay, and that's done. You've watched my channel before, you've already seen this setup, but this is what it looks like for all those who are new. And by the way, hi if you're new. Next up, we will go into, I think it's this drawer. This is our Ridge Monkey. Now, something kind of fun. I actually have a new Ridge Monkey coming that is the larger one, and I can't wait. It has the steamer tray, and so as soon as I get that, of course, I'll tell you a little more about it. But since we still have to import these from Europe, I can't really drop a link so that you can pick them up, even though I love them. You just have to look. It's so hard to find them. And of course, we'll just put this together so that we can make our food in a minute. This is what's nice about the Ridge Monkey. Look at that. Ooh, that's nice. So it comes apart like this and then can hinge back together, making it just the easiest thing to not only cook with, but also clean with. So the nice thing about Ridge Monkey is obviously the portability is super nice. It's compact, it's great for my van, but you'll notice it's missing something. Well, that's because the handles actually come off. And then also this little magnet right here is the best thing ever, because once you close it, it actually seals with the other magnet that's on the other handle. So once we put these into place, do you hear that? Oh yeah, that's a good magnet. That is a good magnet. And here on my channel, you know we like good magnets. So let's put this thing together and then we'll get to cutting the flatbread so it will actually fit inside the Ridge Monkey. So pretty easy to do. All we do is slip it in, push the little button, and there we go. There's one side. Now you can assemble this when it's fully intact also, or you can do it separate like I like to do it. Makes it just really easy whenever they're in separate pieces. And then all you have to do is put them back together like a little puzzle. But there we go. Simple, simple, and simple. Now, the nice thing about the Ridge Monkey whenever it's cooking is you'll notice that it fully closes, which means it cooks both the top and the bottom at all given times while it's put together. So that's what makes it my favorite cooking device. I can cook things super efficiently in this. So now it's time for us to cut this up so we can start the cooking because, well, we're starting to lose the light. I don't actually need these now, thank goodness. First things first, out of the box it comes. This is now trash. We have another piece that's on the back and we actually want to keep it on that. So let's take our knife and just cut into the plastic to open it up. Now I only want to open it up about this much and then cut it and then leave the rest of this in the plastic for the time being. I will cook the entirety of it, but I would rather leave it covered still until it's time to cook that, if that makes sense. Time to cut. Let's just cut a slice that will fit inside of the Ridge Monkey. Okay, and in we go. That looks like it's almost perfect. So let's close it down. Let's turn on the stove. And I want to turn it down quite a bit because I don't want to get it too hot too quickly. But yeah, we're cooking now. Cooking this should be about 2 or 3 minutes and then we'll check in on it. So while we're doing that, I think I'm gonna break down this box and go ahead and put it into my trash area so that it's not in the way. I like to clean up kind of as I go, which means way less work at the end. And I'm also gonna go ahead and get a plate out so we can put our pizza on a plate. Yeah, this is gonna be a plate kind of day. We're not eating out of the skillet. I think that we're making progress today to being more civilized. Oh, wow. In the meantime, look at this view out here. This is gorgeous. The sunsets out here are going to be amazing. Now, some clouds did roll in, so I'm hoping that that doesn't mean we're gonna get rained on, but wow, that's beautiful. It's starting to sizzle a little, so let's go look at it. Oh, that's cooking good. Oh yeah, that's gonna be delicious, but let me turn it down just a little bit more. And then also we're gonna shake it just a little to make sure nothing's sticking on the sides. Okay, be back in like 1 minute. Okay, so we're on to our last piece of pizza, and it looks so good in here. Like, I mean, come on. Hello. Yum, 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 yum. This is gonna be delicious, and it's a thin crust, so absolutely yummy. Who says you can't have pizza in a tiny van? Who says it? Because I can have it, and you can too. You just have to be resourceful with how you do it. I also like to make those little Red Baron, like deep dish pizzas. They're perfect right here in this thing. So let's check on this, and then I'm hungry. Oh yeah, that is gonna be so tasty. Oh, it's gonna be so good. And I had a little bit of cheese on the sides that cooked down into crispiness, so that's gonna have a nice crunch to it. And look at that, yes! Oh yeah, oh yeah. That was the best investment of $5 I've made all day. Oh yeah. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually move this up to the front. We're gonna let everything kind of cool off back there before we clean up. And Dawn is working on a project, which she'll probably be showing you guys on her channel. So go check out her channel for her updates. But until then, sneak peek. There's Dawn's box truck, and she's inside working on something special right now. What have we said a million times here on the channel? Campgrounds are for projects. So that's what she's doing a project. But look at this. Oh my gosh, the sun going down is beautiful. So I think I'm gonna open up my side door, sit here in this beautiful view, have my pizza, and then get back to you guys in just a minute. Okay guys, so I look like a talking head right now. My shoulders are blending into the darkness, but I moved Dimples. We are now right beside Dawn in her box truck, and I'm a little further away from the mean streets of Quartzsite.
I was gonna photo.
Look, it's Dawn. We are going to be getting into some more craziness with Dawn, but I did want to check in with you guys one last time before I close out this video, just to kind of let you know that this is going to be the first night here. The moon is beautiful. We have moved up. It has been a very productive time here at camp, and I'm looking forward to many more adventures and sharing them with you guys. Remember guys, we are not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time, and while we're in Quartzsite, we're definitely going to have a good time. Till next time guys, bye!